That's me when I was 10 years old, on holiday with your Uncle Rad and Uncle Stripe.
Hang on, where's your helmet?
This was the 80s, man. There were no helmets. It was a wild place.
Hello and welcome to The Pond, the strange corner of YouTube, where we do reviews, go into deep dives, highlight cows. Well, we did the best we can. We got her out. She's unstuck. Doing okay? Yeah. And analyze Disney villains. Why we are doing this? Well, we have a goal to find Disney's greatest, darkest, most evilest of villains. We're basically looking for this. But as Disney. But we're not doing it through opinions, we're not doing it through a poll, we're doing it through a formula. And if you want to know more about this formula, go here. Hop on in and join the Bullfrog and the Newt,
Face reveal at 100,000 subscribers,
who is not here due to school, as we analyze and go into the Horned King from Disney's The Black Cauldron. Just look at him. Look at him. Isn't he just gorgeous? In the levels of hard rock, let alone heavy metal. He's perfect, beautiful, masterpiece. Mwah. Good. I need to go more into detail, but come on, it's just obvious. They chose the right colors. They chose the right clothes to make this guy look intimidating. The robes, the hood, that fur cape. Yes, yes, yes. Yes! And also, just look at that face. He's a walking corpse with those antlers. With those deer antlers, they're not too big, they're not too small, they're stunted at the right spots, that they give him a beautiful look at no matter what angle he is at. He's just too beautifully done in this realms of disturbing and ugly. He's just perfect.
You have nice manners.
Speaking of perfection, do you know who his voice actor is? John Hurt. He is an amazing actor. If you don't know him, look him up. See the projects he's been in. John Hurt is just good. And listen to John Hurt. I mean, listen to him.
Yes, my soldiers. Soon the Black Cauldron will be mine.
That deep and yet shallow. How did he do it? How does he do it? To achieve two different depths at the same time. And also, his inflections, the way how he speaks. The man is just gift wrapped in a box.
Perhaps it may interest you to see what they...
Need I say more? The animators, the script writers, John Hurt, everyone got it together and just aligned so perfectly. It was like a match made in heaven. It was all perfectly done.
Es muy bueno.
Other than saying the word pig, it's just perfect.
Pig.
He is a 4 out of 4. If you want to prove me wrong, put it in the comments, because I'm genuinely curious. If you don't think this is good, what could they be done better? Really, put it down. What about the Green Club? Because he achieves green. Not that he looks green, but when he activates the cauldron and it's bleeding green, does that make the Horn King a part of the Green Club? I'm not so sure. Well, Bullfrog, you made Cruella de Vil part of the Green Club and all she did was a cigarette. Yes, I did, but she had that cigarette with her consistently. It's always around her. Very rarely did Cruella de Vil didn't have that cigarette. Thus, she was able to be a part of the Green Club. But the Black Cauldron is this world's absolute evil. So him turning on the Black Cauldron and activating it and letting that evil walk through the world with him at its helm. Okay, he's responsible for the green letting evil out. And this is him achieving his goal of this evil. Okay, maybe I was wrong. The Horn King is now a member of the Green Club.
You're in the band.
Okay, those of you who are watching, you're going, okay, you mentioned it a bit, but that was a weird analysis. What's the Green Club? I found a pattern. Some Disney villains have that to them. Does this mean anything? That's our goal. We're going to find out. As we are analyzing Disney villains and those who have the membership of the Green Club, is the Green Club going to make them far more intimidating? Does this give them a standard? Normally, you would say, it's just that green. You're grasping at straws. You may think so, but there's a lot of consistency of villains who are green. And when you have the 100th anniversary of Disney, and you're going to show off, hey, we're going back to villains, or being back what makes Disney villains, which didn't go well. They still highlighted the great evil of this movie, celebrating 100 years of Disney, is still green. But I go more deeper in here. Does the Horned King have presence? Well, how can you analyze presence? Well, we have come with a formula. A formula within our own formula.
Like a taco within a taco? A double-decker taco supreme.
Basically, his introduction. He has two introductions. His first one is him delivering a monologue to a dungeon room filled with skeletons, and it's him wanting to be their god when they are becoming an undead army. That came from a Disney movie.
Didn't see that coming.
Okay, that is very effective, very different, and let's say it, a little uncomfortable.
Yes, oh yes, then you will worship me.
Well, what's his second introduction? Well, it's him going to install fear and power to his henchmen and also interrogate a pig. Yeah, I said that right. Okay. It sounded weird, but take a look at this. He summons the wind to put the room into darkness, so that way you could see nothing, and then you have the fire, you have the lightning, then you have a big flash of light, and then you have the Horned King himself. And the camera is positioned behind him, so you have those unnatural horns and that unnatural look of him being shown to us through this different camera feature. It is just awesome. That shot is just pure awesomeness. It's like an entrance meant for Led Zeppelin. It is good. What is he promising for us? That first introduction is kind of promising that he wants to become magical. He wants to become a god for the undead. Still sounds weird. This is coming from a Disney movie, am I right? When we see him with this second introduction, it's implying that he is a magical force and that with the cauldron, he'll become more. And with those promises, it leads into that threat. It's all wrapped around the black cauldron. Kind of like Lord of the Rings, how everything's just wrapped around the ring. Okay, that's kind of terrifying. It's all being implied and it's all really good. History we have, we're analyzing the Horned King, not the Black Cauldron, so that intro means nothing for us in this video. And the Horned King, the history that we really have, there's only 2 clips throughout the entire movie. There's this one.
A burial chamber. This could be the tomb of the great king who built this castle, before the Horned King took it over.
Okay, that's pretty good. It's effective. We're seeing that the Horned King, with his corruption, he took a good king's castle and turned it into this. That's leaning towards the environment of the Horned King and how is he affecting the movie. Okay, that's good. That's really good. And what's the second form of history that we get from the Horned King?
The Horned King, that black-hearted devil. What's he waiting for?
I have to say this sentence. What we saw from that was implying is that the Pig Master is highlighting how the Horned King is dangerous and is not meant to be trifled with. The ending of the sentence is good. It's just that beginning. The Pig Master knows that the Horned King is not a force to be reckoned with. Pig Master. I have nothing against pigs. I have nothing against pig farmers. I love you people. It's just, this is a Disney villain. We're trying to go into the dark side of it, but saying that.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
I'm not saying the sentence Pig Master has ruined everything for the Horned King's presence. No, I say it's the movie's fault. Look, he's the real reason why we are watching this. It's him. He's the one that is just drawn perfectly, casted perfectly, and you feel it throughout this whole movie. It's meant for him, but the movie throws him off. It couldn't be dark enough. It couldn't be leaned in the right way. This movie is tilting everything against the Horned King, which is hard. If I'm going to be honest, the Horned King is a 3 out of 4, but this is like really my 5th take doing this. And every time I say it, it's true. The reason why this movie has a following and people are liking it is because of the Horned King.
You have nice manners.
I have it in my notes. I have it everywhere else that he's a 3 out of 4 with presence. But he's the reason why we're here. So it's not on a handicap or a technicality. It's the truth. He is a 4 out of 4 in presence. And we want to see him. And it's true. After I said that, I realized I forgot one thing. Time. This is why we need the Newt. I forget things, and we need him behind that camera and everything. Dang it, we miss him. My bad.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
We have to go to the handy dandy notebook, but it's not the handy dandy notebook. It's the new one. The old one was just too full. And his time is 7 minutes and 52 seconds, estimatedly. Why is this important? When we are going to do a free-for-all and have all the Disney villains in their groupings and how we're going to analyze them. So this is not a tier system. This is not tiers. We are going to find numbers. We're going to place these guys. We're going to find out where they are going to go. But their times may help or hinder them or do something. We don't know. But we feel like it's important to put that in there. And when the free-for-all happens, I'm curious to know how the Horned King can survive this. This is where things are not going to start leaning to his favor.
Really?
Well, they should. I mean, take a look. He could summon the wind. He can summon fire and this wave-like lightning, and has these awesome sub-flashes that could seem like they should be illegal. It looks good, and it feels like he has so much power in his hands, and that's the only time we see it.
Douche chill.
I wonder, though, the climax between him and Taran when Taran's trying to save Gurgi from the cauldron, that torch, that fire goes out. Is it because of the cauldron, or is it because that the Horned King is in the room? We don't know. But what else can the Horned King do? He could beat up Creature.
Yours. No, sir. Please.
But no, that's not good. But that's what we see. He has knowledge of things that he shouldn't. Okay, there's something. I mean, Henwin the pig that can find things and have visions and see the future and such, that is meant to be secret. No one's supposed to know. But through means we do not know, he can see that.
Only I knew the secret of Henwin's power. But no, the Horned King has discovered it.
Okay. And there's a level of study. He knows how the cauldron works. He knows how to turn the cauldron on and how that it's indestructible. He knows a whole lot about the Black Cauldron.
The Black Cauldron will be mine.
So there's knowledge there too. Okay, there's stuff there. And he also has henchmen who fulfill the goals that he wants. Gathering skeletons to fill his dungeon so they could become an army. Also, kidnapping the pig, kidnapping the boy, and locking them up. There's a lot there for the henchmen. I'll give him that. And also, he uses the cauldron, and it is implied that he uses the cauldron-born to kill his human henchmen, so they are now being added to the cauldron-born. There is a cruel mind there.
Yes.
This is all that we have. It's not that much, but yet it's effective and intimidating. But not that much is done. So let's go halfway. It feels halfway there, so let's go halfway there. I'll give it a 2 out of 4.
We're both professionals.
This is a hard one to analyze and go through because there's, well, a lot. A henchman that we have to go to. There's the humans, there's the cauldron-born, there's Creature, and also those dragon things that, well, I'll call them dragon things. Who are very well animated, mind you. The thing is, though, with henchmen, we have to achieve balance. The villain can't be so dependent on them that if they lose their henchmen, they lose their power. Because their power is part of, well, their henchmen. A good chunk of it, actually.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
But if your henchmen are too reliable that they're forgetful and we can't really remember them, are they effective? They have to be individuals. But are they too individual that they steal the show? Or worse, they rebel? It's not good. We have to find balance.
As all things should be.
And let's see if these groups have the balance to help the Horn King or hurt the Horn King. The humans, they were bad guards. They'll let Taran go. Is that bad? Yes, but because of them allowing Taran go.
Good. He'll find his pig. Send the Gwithents to follow that boy.
They let the dragons scout Taran, and it's the humans that gather Taran and his friends. They're the ones that bring the cauldron. And also they are the ones that have been gathering all the skeletons to become cauldron-born. The humans do almost everything. When the Horn King gets the Black Cauldron and hits the on button, it's implied that the Cauldron-born are sent out and we never see the humans again. It's kind of implied that they died, and if you look into the history of the movie Black Cauldron, there actually are some deleted scenes where you see skeletons killing humans and the humans become skeletons. And normally, actually, this is the first time ever we're talking about how a deleted scene is highlighting that the villain did what they did. Because of editing and such, they shortened the movie, but it's kind of well implied that the Cauldron-born killed them. So the Horn King rebelled against his own henchmen, so that way his perfect henchmen, the Cauldron-born, have more numbers.
Yeah, not bad.
And the Cauldron-born have no mind. This is really power at its greatest. An undead army that can't die, that can't be stopped, and the only way how to stop it is to, how did the witches say it?
A living being must climb into it of his own free will.
That does happen. Horn King knows how to turn the power back on, and that is to sacrifice one more henchman. And that is Kreacher. And Kreacher is a weird henchman. He leads the humans.
After them! Catch them! Hurry! In with it! On, get them!
But the humans don't respect him. Even the Horn King doesn't give him respect. He's like a punching bag, and if anything bad happens, the Horn King immediately blames him.
It wasn't my fault.
Kreacher is one of the very few characters that makes it to the end of the movie, and he is rebelling. He's saying he's free. He's gone.
He's gone. He's gone.
I'm going to go for the fact that his henchmen are not... They are effective. He's depending on them too much, but he rebels against them. But one does survive and rebels against him. It's a weird spot you're putting me in through. How about I go meet you halfway? 2 out of 4? That good for you? Okay, 2 out of 4 for henchmen.
I've paid off all the witnesses, all the experts. I even have her attorney on my payroll.
The Horn King has taken the pig and, due to threats, has been able to turn on the pig's power and try to learn where the cauldron is. The pig escapes, then Taran escapes, and when Taran's escaping, we see more what the Horn King has done. He has kidnapped a princess, tried to use her magical gift to find the cauldrons. He also has kidnapped a minstrel, and is implied that he actually has killed a minstrel, and also taken this once good king's castle and corrupted it.
Be the tomb of the great king who built this castle. before the Horned King took it over.
And has his men marching throughout these lands, searching for clues and means to find the Black Cauldron. And his henchmen do find the Black Cauldron. Also, he turns on the Black Cauldron and kills his own men to add more to the cauldron's power. But he does nothing with his own personal powers. We don't know if he turned off that fire. He can create his own fire in that wave lightning, but does nothing with it. He doesn't throw a fireball. He doesn't use the lightning hands. He does nothing with it. For acts of villainy, and for being a villain, not much is there, other than him killing his own henchmen to increase the power of the undead, which cannot disobey him. So, out of technicalities, I'm going to give him a low yellow. And I don't like that. But technically, that's 101 deaths. That's also kidnapping 3 figures, and one of them is a princess. I just wish this had a better ending. But until next time, this is the Bullfrog signing out. Just wish it could have been better. He has taken the pig.
Pig.